That's good to know. Welcome to Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. My name is Amino Hassan. I'm joined. Oh, we got a full squad today. We got Trey. We got Glasses. We got Jerv. We got Jason. We got Juju live on location in Atlanta with a bunch of Eagles fans. He's flapping his arms. Jerv, unmute Juju so he can give us the lay of the land over there. What's going on, Juju?
Hold on, he about to do it.
That's damage.
Jerv.
I'm pushing it.
There you go.
Go
Go ahead.
Outside, man. It's every Sunday. You dig it? And the Super Bowl. If we tailgating early, we got to get a seat in here, bro. We got to watch.
What's the name of the bar?
This Rocky Mountain Pizza. You got.
Oh shit! Right next to the studio.
Tech, right there. Yeah, that's
but next to Patchwork too, right?
You got to know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm learning? You know what I'm learning? The Eagles are everywhere like the Lakers, bro. Eagles fans are everywhere. I didn't realize it because I be seeing a lot of Steelers. I see a lot of Cowboys fans, but y'all deep. Y'all took over New Orleans. They said everybody that did media row and all that stuff, they said they seen so many Eagles fans in New Orleans than they didn't even expect. So they see the law of the land is Eagles fans got money. That's it.
You think it's more black fans of the Eagles than any other team because they got black quarterbacks, historically black quarterbacks?
I already see I already see where my man's going with this.
I'm not going nowhere.
No, you got an agenda. You got an agenda.
What's the agenda?
We have just as many black fans as every other franchise, sir.
I'm just saying. I think it's more people.
We're still a racist town. That doesn't change. Okay, we're still a super duper. We're not too far from what people think about Boston. I'll just leave it at that.
But the thing is you know what stops racism for 2 hours? Football.
3 hours.
That's it. If niggas play football for 24 hours, we would have had no racism. Niggas go get along.
Trey,
hey, because niggas love Shayshawn Barkley.
Trey, you didn't have it on the rundown, but since you're in the media space and all that, do you have any hand or any knowledge of Super Bowl commercials?
Yes, we have 5 commercials running. So
what y'all got?
Actually, at 3, the Mannings have a kickoff. You know, we usually do Gronk.
Yeah.
This year we're doing the Mannings having the field goal kick. So they got.
Y'all been doing those ads?
Yeah, that was us.
I love those ads, man. It was like you'll never be a kicker and shit like that. I've been dying, man.
We've also that's why I said. Remember we had Carl, rest in peace.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah, what up?
Hey,
man.
You know what time it is. You know what's about to happen. You know what's about to happen.
Yeah, Jason, where your Eagles jersey at?
Right over here.
Oh yeah, dog. Put that joint on.
Yeah, by the way, for those who are
no, you are right. We got a tight shot of you, bro. Don't even worry about it.
No, I'm saying, I was gonna ask Juju, he can't hear me because he's fraternizing. But there's no way Juju ever wore this jersey because it's tight on me. Hold on, I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, go get it, Juju. He's saying, did you ever wear that jersey, that Carson Wentz jersey? Because this shit was tight on him.
Yeah, it was right on time that he asked for it because that thing would never fit, bro. That shit was little as hell.
There it is.
Super Bowl champion, right? Super Bowl champion.
That's right.
That's good. That's good.
He's
good
2-time Super Bowl champion.
That's good Juju from Juju. The big game is here.
But this is the janky part about this. He's playing in this game where he's actually he might not be playing in the game, but he's
a backup.
He's a participant in this game right now. So
shout out to that.
Hey, that's right. He's on the Chiefs now, right?
Yeah, he's about
to get a second ring.
He gonna stun on them boys, lighting a cigarette, a cigar.
You see Jerv?
But look at Jerv. Jerv ain't trying to hear that. But nah, I think that's shout outs to Jason upholding paying a Lannister paying his debt. He's
2 years.
If you're not locked in, go check out.
What's old girl doing in the back?
Man, she out here TikToking. Shouts to her. Trying to stay warm though, shit. Right. I mean, I don't know. Shouts to her.
It can't be that cold. My man in the back got the Randall Cunningham jersey with what looks like shorts. It can't be that cold.
Oh yeah, it might be. Right. It might be decent
JuJu,
weather.
What's the weather like?
Yeah, it's like 75 out there, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no,
I snapped that bitch out instantly. Too hot for
Now on the post, can I respond to people's comments telling them that it's a bet?
Yes,
do you think?
Absolutely. It was always.
It's in the caption.
Always. I mean, if you want to edit and do the disclaimer and say, "Hey, this is a fantasy bet," we don't.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I care. No. You don't speak for everyone. I care. I care about that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Let's challenge Jason's friends to read. Let's challenge them to read. Okay, we're not against it. It's 2025. We still read. Okay.
No, most people bro. All of the people who left comments so far, none of them read the caption because they all like, Vegas about to clean house. I believe you. An Eagles fan. My homies that's Eagles fans is commenting with the eye with the glasses on it. Everybody commenting.
Niggas trying to make you seem like you convenient.
I mean, they might have thought you was following your mans. Your man was out here rocking the number 11 jersey. Also, Debo.
Hey man, he might be out of here.
Oh, there's no Mike. They just came out a report saying that he
I know, yeah. But hey, bro, thank you for your service. You know, we love you, but it might be time to
don't trade him to the Rams though, man. I don't need y'all to get Cooper Kupp or nothing like that. And
that actually might be a great trade for us and them.
Cooper Kupp will ball out with the Niners on accident.
For sure.
They're not trading within the division, bro. They're not doing that. That doesn't happen. Everyone can relax.
What do you mean it doesn't happen?
Who got traded? People fumble the bag, but people don't necessarily always trade.
People do those trades sometimes.
Okay. Is it Saquon?
Yeah, exactly. How did
the Giants fumbled the bag.
They did fumble that bag.
Speaking of fumbling the bag.
Hold on. Before we do it, because I do have one last question about the commercials.
Okay.
So when do the new commercials start? Or they already started during the day? Because I would be wondering, what time do I need to tune in to start catching these?
They start exactly at 6:30, right? Not at 6:30, but like the first TV timeout, cut the thing. Yeah. There's nothing. Only one, like I said, the only one that's probably previously rolled out, which we kind of teased on social, was Cold Foam with Coffee Mate, or Shania Twain right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's parts to build up, but we have 5. There was actually one they wouldn't even tell us. They just said, just watch. They kept a secret. Damn. So we'll know. And we'll talk about it next week because we can go through and recap and say what's our best and what's not. But working in an advertising agency is always funny because y'all know how much it costs. It's $7 million to run 30 seconds to 60 seconds. And then it's just a lot. It's a process, man. Because these talks start in November. You know what I'm saying? To even get who you really want. You know what I'm saying? Last year we won one of the most prestigious advertising awards with DoorDash. They had every commercial shown. If you guessed the number right, you won everything that was shown in the commercial through DoorDash, and they delivered it to one person. So somebody got a car, groceries for a year, tax done. It was crazy.
I love how the chat is on some completely different time. My man said, just seen Doja Cat Taco Bell, and the next nigga said, joint fat for real. This Trey's taking you guys behind the scenes of how these Super Bowl ads get made. And this nigga talking about that joint fat for real.
Yeah,
oh man,
you gotta love it, man.
Yeah, I know. Gordon Ramsay got one. My ex, she's like his assistant or whatever.
That's a kid.
They
right there.
They ran a play. I don't know if y'all saw this play that they ran. They had a stewardess do some sort of viral clip about how he was treating people on the plane or something. But the ad is connected to that because it was the stewardess was supposed to be, spilling some tea, blah, blah, blah. And they put it all on the socials. But it's interesting how they, all these companies try to weave in fake stories or whatever to get people tied into, whatever they selling and stuff.
Yo, Fish Sticks in the chat says, was she in the racist chat showing her feet? Hey man, racist or not?
Yes, we are going to talk about Montoya, man. Shout out to Montoya, man.
What is Montoya por favor? Let's do that right now because I saw that.
Jerv, I sent you the clip. We're gonna watch the clip together. Jerv, pull up the clip. If you don't know what Montoya
right there, though.
por favor. Even if you don't know Spanish, this universal heartbreak is just this nigga. Listen,
wait.
We
So is this?
Watch it. Just watch it.
No context.
Just watch it. Me. That's it.
No context. Okay, here we go.
Cámara 11.
Okay.
That's Montoya, by the way, the guy.
The nigga watching on TV.
Yeah.
Esto, cariño. Con la gambita que me ha reventado. ¡Me ha reventado! ¡Llora! ¡Llora! ¡Llora con este hombro! ¡Llora! Esto es lo que quieres en tu vida.
¿Que vamos a dormir?
Sí. Siéntate, por favor, Montoya. Es lamentable. Ya ha hecho un antes y un después, tío. Lo hace por venganza. Ya hay que escuchar la respuesta, tío. No quiero esto verlo. Quiero ir. ¿Quieres ir a la playa? Por favor, venga, lo voy a ver contigo. Venga, vamos a ver lo que... Vale.
Papa frita va a llorar. A la playa.
Qué vergüenza, papa frita. Tú eres un mierda de persona. Te vas a arrepentir toda tu vida de esto. Disfruta. Disfrútalo. Disfruta. Me has reventado por dentro.
Oh shit.
Come on, dude. Like
you gotta stop watching, bro.
No he hecho nada, coño. Solamente de ti. ¿Quiere dormir, te ha dicho?
Si no estuvieras aquí, no lloraría.
Puedo ver esto, Sandra. ¡Cabrona!
Por favor, Montoya, por favor. Por favor, Montoya.
Por favor, Montoya.
Look how fast this nigga brother. Watch.
¿Dónde está?
Montoya, por favor.
We'll talk that talk to her.
I know. Where are you
running?
Yeah, he said, "Don't stop." Hey, I feel
Yo, listen, you know how fast this nigga running because the cameraman breathing hard. Look.
He trying to run to the
that's the sound of the cameraman?
Yes.
Why is everybody naked?
Nah, they sped that shit up.
Look.
Damn, man.
No, they got to show the other clip where dude playing the bongos on the cheeks in the pool.
Hey, look, man, we want this episode to live.
No, that one is less fucking heinous than what we just showed. They was fucking.
No. I'm just talking about copyright wise, like showing that. So
I don't know. It's another clip of me where
I will send you part 2 and part 3.
Nigga playing the bongos on her butt.
He got to learn to let her go. He had this like connection with this girl on the show. He chose up, but in the show,
this girl. Oh,
come on, because it's kind of like the Spanish Love Island, right? Where
nah.
So like
that's not his girl.
No. So
no.
I would have crashed out just like he did. Now, that was his girlfriend. Boy, hell no.
That wasn't his girl.
That wasn't his girl.
You should have said it wasn't.
He really liked her. He made a connection with her, Juju. He made a connection with her, and she told him that he really liked her, and they made like a commitment, like they was for each other, and like she was not gonna fuck with nobody else. And when they're allowed to go on other dates, and she went on another date, but let homie smash and not Montoya. So Montoya watching, he had to do the live look in, and they telling him like, "Be cool."
Wait,
and obviously
Mike's saying it is.
Oh, well, then it is his girl. So I guess in the scenario, you get
I knew Trey didn't know.
I mean, regardless, the nigga. Like,
I didn't know.
I don't know.
Trey, I'm actually proud that you don't know, my guy, because if you had the full breakdown on that show and everything, then I got a question.
You gotta watch it.
Where you spending your free time?
That's amazing TV, by the way. Like I'm locked in.
My man's in a relationship, man. That shit happens, man. You start watching shit that you never thought you was gonna watch.
For sure.
Oh yeah, no, that's facts.
The nigga said he's still with her. Yeah, we don't know nothing about this show.
What?
We shouldn't be pretending to know.
Wait, what?
We saw the clip on the internet. Thought it was funny, like everybody else. Niggas
like, because they gonna do. Listen, this is what they gonna do at the end of the day. They're gonna do the reunion show. He gonna be there holding her hand. He gonna be talking. Like, listen, Jerv, I get it, bro, but like, you know how
he watched his girl's cheeks get clapped on national television, bro.
Hey.
He has to walk away.
No,
he was the aggressor.
So actually, what I read on X was that Montoya did cheat, right? He kissed another woman. He didn't go all the way, and she just crashed out.
Damn, she's vindictive.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about my man? The
internet said he cheated first.
Is cheating the same? Is all cheating the same?
Because all cheating is not created equal.
Right, because the kiss cheat and whatever that was, that's two different cheats. Like,
I mean, it's like the Bible. It's like different sins, man. You gotta weigh on what hurt you the most.
That's what I'm saying. There's all sins is not just are all they the same in the eyes of the God or what?
Bro was doing the pumps and the bumps, bro. He had that thing going, bro. That shit not the same for the world to see, bro. Hell nah. Cheat on me behind closed doors.
Oh, me.
She definitely the cameras were there.
That's why I'm assuming that's why the sheets up, right? Because you know there's a camera there.
Right.
The fact that these shows exist, though, these people are in relationships and then they got a chance to swap partners or just potentially entertain anyone that they're flirting with on this said island. It's disaster set up. Like, you're going to crash out. You're going to crash out.
What is
and my man Montoya sprinted a whole island to hit the other cut scene. Like, he wasn't even supposed to be in that scene. That's a cut scene. He ran and exposed. He basically broke the fourth wall. I mean, like, you know how Fresh Prince, where like you're not even supposed to see that part. He broke it. He sprinted all the way to the other part of the cut scene that's not even supposed to be shown.
I'm gonna tell you something. I've seen a lot of TV, reality TV of all types of shows. I've never seen one where the nigga was running so hard that the cameraman's voice, you can hear that nigga breathing. I've never seen that before. You go, I started thinking about it, like, no, this nigga's talking. Who's this panting so hard? Oh, it's the cameraman. Damn.
Would the cameraman be wrong if he walked in and showed said footage and said, "This is why I deserve a raise"? Because I think the cameraman literally.
Who else? Who but me, right?
Who else is going to do this?
Anybody else would have lost him. Y'all wouldn't have seen him until he popped up in the house again.
The first cameraman to run from a cut scene to the real scene.
Because realistically, how that's supposed to go is they're supposed to do a recap of saying, how do you feel? Like, he was supposed to be quote unquote strong enough to watch that.
But why they showing it while it's happening is the crazy part, because you see them look up.
Well, I think but at the end of the day, it's like the Jerry Springer show. It's like, it's honestly better for TV because
for sure.
He broke character.
Yeah, no, that was
like Montoya would be good for the Eagles kickoff team right now, like for the Super Bowl. He go get to the ball, like how he sprinted.
Yeah, wow. Montoya will get his ass lit the fuck up if he was running down that field.
Oh man, yeah, that was a great.
This is airing, man,
and I love that it's from a different country. Like, we usually don't have things that break the language barrier in terms of virality. I feel like, like it's usually all English language things. So the fact that this was all in Spanish, but I seen everybody online sharing it, like. Man,
I never seen it. It never crossed my.
It never crossed it for real. I seen a lot of sports people sharing it. I seen everybody was sharing it.
What's crazy is we've been 20 minutes in, and neither conversation really has nothing to do with me. Between football and whatever y'all talking about, I have no idea what's happening.
Hey, because you the Loke. We gonna listen. The Loke comes in.
We're gonna get to the Loke business
when we talk about the halftime show.
Look, y'all know. Hey,
we still there. We still in the Super Bowl.
I'm chilling. Hey, listen, I got all
First
day.
of all, you got shouted out last week during the Grammys.
Right. Shout out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Glasses,
That's some homage.
Yeah.
That I'm sure you got caught off guard.
And Joe Budden. Joe Budden shout him out too.
Yeah, he did. I heard that on the pod.
Shout out to Glasses.
Yeah. He said,
nah, man, I was screaming so loud, bro. I was screaming so loud. What's funny is I did a stream. I don't know if y'all remember. It was probably about a month and a half ago. And I was like, And I think this song is trending to be the greatest song in hip hop history. And it sounded weird to people, right? Because it's like, you know, when it first came out, it's a diss song. And obviously we grew up on, you know, Juicy, Summertime, Regular. It's so many great hip hop songs. The list is insane, right? But I just been looking at this song, like when it first came out in the middle of the battle, I was like, hey, this is a good little record. This motherfucker kind of jamming. Oh, I like this. And I'm listening to it. I'm learning the song. I'm like, oh, okay. So I hit him. I'm like, hey, Doc, this right here. Hey, you know, you did your big one with this one, Brody. This is hard. Then I kept listening and I started to notice how the world started shaping around it. I say all that to say I realized it was the greatest diss probably like in September, but in January it just kept coming back like weirdly. I'm like, why is this song sticking around? It didn't make sense to me. And I'm telling him, I'm like, I'm looking at the commercial, the critical success. I'm looking at the cultural relevance. I'm like, this is shaping up to be some crazy shit. I'm like, damn, what is if this is the greatest song in hip hop history? I'm calling the homies. It's going to be Diamond in 10 months, Trey. Diamond in 10 months is impossible.
Well, you know, Juju and Jason
Diamond
were,
in 10 months?
You, Juju and Jason were ahead of the corpse. Like we was telling y'all, chill out. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, Glasses, you weren't here, but they actually banned me from talking about the song and the beef on the
no, tell the full content. No, Glasses. He was banned because he was.
No, because this nigga was conspiracy theorist.
Bruh, and Glasses, he was hitting us with this shit at fucking 1 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern, like non-stop. So we put a ban on my mans.
And it was, as Trey said, strictly conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
man.
It was like, how did he get the glove? How did he get this? And I was just like, we weren't
because
we had tapped out.
Let me.
This is how you got kicked off Twitter too, by the way.
Okay, but because the song, because the song was so great, the lore around the song was growing exponentially, and it was like extremely fascinating to me. You know, like, and I kept telling y'all how amazing, like, well written the song was, and y'all kept going, oh, it's a bop. Everybody comment, it's a bop. It's cool. I'm like, dog, this is a perfectly written rap song. Like, I kept telling people that, and niggas was like, oh, you fanning out. I'm like, dog, I listen to rap music.
I mean, Juju has the message. He said it. He called it.
Juju called it too. Juju was definitely on the same train.
But to their defense, it is a really great record. The music is really, so I say that to say, so mind you, we talking during the battle. I'm telling him all the stuff that I'm thinking. I'm like, hey man, just keep it culture. Don't fuck around. Don't do all that hippity hoppity. Be a Compton nigga. It's gonna work. He can't fuck with this. So we talking during the whole battle. So when the song come out, they right to their defense. It's like, oh, this thing is jamming. Hey, and then I start listening, and then I start thinking, I'm like, never saw a song trend like this. Never in my entire life. I'm like, damn, it was number one for like 2 to 5 weeks. It kept jumping back into the 10s, and it was weird. I'm listening, and I'm like, damn. So I did a stream. I'm like, hey man, what if this is the greatest song in hip hop history? And I thought, I was like, well, it's gonna have to have a reason to recur over and over again. Right? It had to pop up every year, like Dear Mama on Mother's Day, or like Summertime every summer, or Juicy just because. I'm like, damn, but I'm reading the lyrics, and I noticed with Jason, I'm like, damn, he wrote the dog shit out of this song. This song is really written well. So I text him. I'm like, hey man, what if you made the greatest song in hip hop history with this? That nigga said, man, you sound crazy. I said, bro, think about it. Like, why not? Like, this is kind of the essence of what hip hop is. You defending the culture from somebody that feels like they're appropriating it. Like, this could really set it up for that. And he was like, yeah. He's like, that'd be tight if I won a Grammy. And I'm like, what if you won all 5? He was like, what? I'm like, yeah, what if you won all 5? He was like, man, that sounds crazy. Ain't no. We know the two, Jason, the 2 big categories, the record of the year and the song of the year, they're like pop categories. That's Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift. You ain't right. Rap songs ain't get. This Is America, maybe. Maybe like Outkast. Shout out to Outkast. Maybe like Outkast.
Right.
Nigga, this song is crazy, and it hit me like, what if it went all 5? Fast forward to the Grammys, he win the first 3. That's rap category. Cool. We thought that happened. Killer Mike did it last year. Killer Mike swept the rap category. Okay, cool. When it got to record of the year and they said it, I was like, holy shit. So I was already pumped up. I'm screaming. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, fuck. This is crazy. And they get the song of the year, Trey, and you know songwriter is different. Like, you look at all them other songs, they got some of the best writers in the world. All them songs got 6, 7, 8 writers. I mean, like all them songs.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker song only got Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. His song is the only song with one name. Like, he wrote the song. I'm like, there's no way he wins this award in my mind. And fucking Diana Ross, who presented Michael Jackson's career, is presenting the award. So mind you, we deep into music. So I'm like, holy shit, is Diana Ross. So I'm like, oh, that's tight. And she read the homie name. I screamed so loud. Everybody in the house was like, holy shit. I'm screaming. So this is the 5th award in Swept Awards. I'm like, damn, Diana Ross just said the homie name. Holy shit. This lady presented Michael Jackson. Feel me? Like, she presented the Jackson 5. So I'm tripping. This is 5 awards, and Diana Ross is giving. Even when he walk up, you can see he bow, because we all know who Diana Ross is, especially if you fuck with the music. So he's talking, and I'm screaming because I'm so fired up. Like, holy shit, he won 5 fucking awards, covered one song. And he starts saying shit. I'm like, I think this nigga just said my motherfucking name. Because I'm screaming, like, right now. I'm so overwhelmed with joy, bro. Forgive me for a lack of better words, but I was so overwhelmed with joy that the homie, like, nigga. So they rewind it, and he say my name, and they start screaming. And I'm like, so fucked up. I was hoarse for like 3 days, bro, because I'm screaming, and I text him, and all I could text this nigga, right? He hit me laughing, Diana Ross nigga. Diana Ross, bro. Diana Ross.
Yeah.
Trey, that's a nigga from Compton out the West, bro. Diana Ross gave him his 5th Grammy on one song.
He can get it off.
Incredible. It reminded me low-key when he did that interview with Quincy Jones, and he was like, "This Quincy Jones, boy." like to
That's
get
how
that.
Mike, though. Killer Mike is my man too. So to watch him win the 3 Grammys last year, I was happy too. Like, I was fired up. Like, man, the homies is killing. But then this is like too, like, this is like, I mean, I've been knowing this nigga since Centennial. Like, he went to Centennial High School. That's my one of my best friends. This is his little cousin. So it's like, I was screaming, dog, like a sports team won a championship. Like, it was really my championship. Like, I don't even know who I don't care who in the Super Bowl. Like, my nigga won the Super Bowl. And then my nigga won the Super Bowl. So
Right.
I it was just like a moment of joy that.
And then shouted you out. Like that's the layers on layers, right? Like when you start with the conversation that you have with them, and it ends with your prediction coming true, and the nigga shot you out in the speech. That's got to be the fucking highest feeling in the world.
You know what? It really just showed you what kind of player he is, bro. Like, who takes their biggest moment in front of the world and give it to somebody else.
Yeah,
but that's why he's
like,
deserving.
People keep telling me, like, man, G, and I'm like, I'm gonna get a Grammy. Shout out to my nigga for the shout out. But this really show you the kind of player he is. Who takes their biggest moment in front of the world until today, right? Until today, but who takes his biggest moment in front of the world up till right now that says, I'm gonna give it to somebody else that I came up with, homies I came up with. Like, that dude's a player, man, and that's why all the great things deserve to happen for him.
Yeah. Also, when you think about from the Grammy perspective, you got everybody all around the world that have entered or fans of this stuff, and then he gets a chance to shout you out and give the world visibility to you as an artist. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at your story, and this motherfucker's tagging your music. I said, nigga, look at this shit. This shit tight. Because if you don't know Glasses, or you just listen to him on the pod and you really ain't just tapped in, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a whole different perspective. But then also people talk blog era, and like, again, these ain't just 2 podcasters on this platform. Jason and Glasses are a part of an important part of hip hop when the West was trying to get back on their feet. You know what I'm saying? During the blog era, like Jason was, you know, there with the New S and his cousin Dom Kennedy, and he had some records out. And then Glasses also was signed to Cash Money. You know what I mean? You had your projects out, and then, you know, like obviously we got JuJu. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, like we're surrounded by multifaceted people that are ultimately like, you know what I mean? I'm at work the other day. I had to call Jason because this motherfucker at work said, yo, I love Don Kennedy and like, you know, Jason Madison. And I stopped. I stopped. I just stopped. I said, who? He said, Jason Madison. I said, hold on. Before you even start saying some more words, I'll FaceTime Jason.
This nigga FaceTime me out the blue on a random. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, Jason, I got this homie right here. He said he fuck with your music. He was like, yeah, he fuck with Watermelon Sunday. He said he fuck with MVP. He knows all this audio
was rapping Jason verse. I said, nah.
It matters, bro.
Which is tight. You know what I mean? It's tight because a lot of people only look at that. Jason ain't promoting that right now.
Yeah, they just Trey, I'm gonna say it for you. A lot of people just look at Jason as a nigga with some wild ass,
some wild ass Uber stories.
Nah, the wild ass NBA takes.
but life is crazy, man. Like we all go through different stages and things, and you know, in 2007 and 8 and 9, like niggas have been clamoring to get everybody in the city on, you know. So it was Dom, it was Pac, it was Glasses, it was, you know, I love how Kendrick mentioned Mike Stroh, Bad Luck.
Shout out to
Problem.
Mikey, man.
You feel me? Like these is all
even the little homie
like,
K-Boy, man. Like,
right. We used to all be, you know, different spots, the Shelter, little studio spots in Gardena, Inglewood, you know, like all these spots niggas used to see each other at, be at little, you know, bars and different things. I remember Kendrick performing Pussy and Patron, you know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
J-Rock back in the day, like,
Jason, I remember he made Pussy and Patron.
Yeah.
That was my favorite Dot song.
I don't know if y'all never heard that song, but that is a cool song, but it's very 2010.
Right,
it's
bro.
Very 2010, from the beat to the like lyrics to like
dig this.
He said some shit in there,
Amin,
where you would have been like, this is trash, but it's kind of cool. He said something like J. Cole. He said, lights, please. Like J. Cole, my ghostwriter. Some shit in there, like it's an ad-lib, but it's very mixed
of that era. Bro, yeah.
I remember he's working on the Kendrick Lamar. Well, this is one of them other ones. This might be
EP
OD.
is great, by the way.
We're on tour, bro. We're on tour with Tech 9. Right? We're on a major tour, national tour, bro. We're all on tour.
Yeah, shout out to
Mind you, I
stop
Tech 9 somebody on that tour.
They mosh at Tech 9 shows for niggas who don't know.
Dig this, right? And so it's us, E40, and Tech. We're on this tour. This is 2010, 11, right? So mind you, we done punched on some shit randomly. I done stopped Doc from getting kicked off the tour. That's why I be laughing when people be like, he's just this good kid. I'm like, bro, it's really a raggedy nigga, bro. Like, he's not. Yeah, y'all got this confused, bro. Like, he's a Compton little dude. Like, he's not an in-the-house kid. So he's working and he's shooting the video to this song. So mind you, this whole tour, people was talking to me. At that time, my buzz was way up. His buzz was starting to come up. But I'm telling people, like, man, y'all need to talk to this dude, Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to the homie Sermon Domain, one of the original bloggers I knew from the Northwest. I was like forcing him, like, hey, you need to talk to Kendrick Lamar. He's shooting a video to this song. He's walking around the tour bus, and the video is Michael Jordan. And this became like one of the most pivotal moments.
Listen, that was my first song that I loved by Kendrick Lamar. Like,
really?
That was the first time where I was like, oh, this dude is kind of figuring it out. Because I liked him as a rapper, but I thought he was gonna go like full Lupe, because I thought he was a little too rapidy, like when I first heard him. And I thought Pussy and Patron was cool, but it reminded me of kind of, because I was rocking with Nip at the time. Me and Nip was kicking it heavy. And
full Lupe is funny.
And Nip was doing a couple of records that was like aimed at radio, like even like Feeling Myself.
Yeah, he was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, so it was at a time where rappers who had a certain identity within the culture were also trying to like figure out the way to get, you know, more prominence. And so
in the blog, And as much as I hate the blog era, it created a lane for that era of hip hop. This is why, because once you have YG, right, the jerk movement forms into the ratchet movement, and that became our next wave of commercially viable West Coast hip hop. But then there were other things that needed to be applied culturally that the radio didn't support. And the blog era created that. The blog era, to me, like Dom is like a prime candidate of what could happen from the blog era, like this cultural phenomenon.
Yo, that nigga Dom was more popular than all them.
It was for
man. At one point.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm in Ohio. This is right after Dom drops. Dot drops To Pimp a Butterfly, right? I mean, he drops To Pimp a Butterfly. That's a platinum album. So we're like, I'm in Ohio doing some like, I'm on my sabbatical to learn hip hop. It's 2015. So I'm taking the whole country hood to hood. Like this is where I'm at, Jay. Like I'm going hood to hood. I'm in Dayton, I'm thugging, I'm in the projects, all that. I'm not doing no shows, interviews, and thugging with the homies, just meeting people. And so I see them at the House of Blues. They got 2 House of Blues sold out show in Ohio. But mind you, this is second platinum album. I'm like, okay, this is cool. Like, you know, I'm messing with the homies in Ohio. Dom has a show in Detroit. So I'm texting him, oh, you got a show in Detroit? Like, yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna come through. It's close. You know, the Midwest is hella close. Dom's show was bigger than that show in 2015. Wow. After 2 platinum albums. That's how big Dom and how polarizing and how connected he was to this national audience. Yeah, and I remember walking into this show in Detroit, and it is motherfucking people just everywhere. And I was like, holy shit, Dom. This is when I first started realizing how big the homies had got, right? The Nip was when I went to the store. Nip is really my guy. We put out our CDs in the first CDs. Slauson Boy and White Lightning. Shout out to J-Rock, Watch Finest too. So he has a CD, selling that CD for $100, right, Trey? I paid money to cut in line to get the 7th CD. You know, fucking gang member. So I go walk in. He like, man, why are you in this line? I'm like, because I want the 7th CD. You know, he was numbering them himself. I wanted the 7th one. So he had this line on Fairfax. The line is long as shit for people to pay $100 for a CD. I'm like, holy shit.
At the homie store, at the homie Gavin's store. So the homie Gavin who does Supervision clothing, actually his first clothing line, me and the other homie Mike Risset, who's my best friend, who's a painter, we had a clothing line. We did a collaboration with him. That was the first t-shirt that he put out. It was called Lost Angels. And then we did a Christmas party with it. I was DJing, and then he did an annual Christmas party with his brand was JBC, Just Be Cool. Then it turned into Youth before it was Supervision, but he had the store on Fairfax that had Nipsey's album release. So that's the thing. All the homies was tight knit, bro. We had clothing homies, we had rapper homies, producer homies. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was trying to put in. You know what I'm saying? We was all trying to put in on each other's success. You know, and it was such a beautiful time. Like like I said, from those years, I'll say from 2006. All the way to like 2012, 2013, like, bro, it was just amazing. Everybody was hopping on each other's records. You know what I'm saying? Dom and Kendrick got a couple records together. That's dope, obviously. Like, so yeah, man, all the shit is dope. And the last thing I'll say about Glasses moment for Kendrick is the beautiful thing about that is at this moment, it's the biggest moment in hip hop history. So whenever people go back to look at that, they're going to hear Glasses' name mentioned first. And I love that for both of y'all.
Yeah. Before we transition.
Damn, I never thought about it like that.
Dot is performing at halftime for Super Bowl. We're getting ready to prepare for that. What song do you want to hear performed in his set? Just
let me ask this question. Hold on, let me ask this question, because I heard people start talking about this week, and I'm like, I don't think that's right, but the Drake lawsuit makes it so that he can't play the song at the Super Bowl. Have y'all heard anything like that?
No, that's not true.
It's happening.
That's completely. Yeah.
No, so I heard y'all talk about this a little bit on Levitar. I mean,
I was like, I'm hearing them talk. I'm like, I don't think y'all know what the fuck you talking about.
No, I was gonna bring it up, but that's not true at all. There's basically been all of this commentary.
He confirmed he's playing it.
Right. There's been all this commentary around it, but the NFL, Goodell confirmed that he
They
doesn't
wanted
care.
that song.
Yeah, like that. That's why they hired him, bro. Like that's why they hired him to
Their
play that song.
promos is not like us.
Yeah, so that's my whole thing. Like people are like, "Oh, he can't say this. He can't." The
What's
NFL
happening?
does not give a fuck. They don't care about CTE, my nigga. Like you think they care about this? You think
The crazy thing about it, he don't even have to utter the words. He can just
and I did
in the arena.
And that's how he. So that the double back into the Grammys, which they just played the exact part of the song at the Grammys,
Right when
loud
he's
as
walking
fuck,
up.
right when the niggas walking up, and they played the Certified Pedophile. They played the Say Drake, I Hear You Like I'm Young, and everybody, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, nigga, Post Malone, all in the unison said A minor.
That's gotta be crushing, man.
So what is the
Taylor Swift got your
even anymore? There's no more debate.
It doesn't mean anything. It's just a tremendous competitive moment in hip hop. They're not, bro. Trey, they booked him for that. They're like,
no,
we
I
want
know.
that song. This
I have
needs
no.
to happen.
I got a bet right now with the homie Nerd. $15 that he said this song would not be played.
This song
they
playing it coming
Thank
out
you for the free money.
Why wouldn't it? Why? Like I just never got. Why wouldn't it get played? Like
again?
Does he warm up to it, or does he come right out with it?
It don't even matter. That motherfucker
you end with that
5
shit, right?
seconds. I want my money.
Is that the closer, or is that? Is it?
I think it's. I think it's the close. No, but
close.
I don't know if it. But this is the only thing. Glasses from a music and editing perspective.
Sure.
I think
it'd be open.
I think it's doper as an open or even a middle track going into like a TV off or something. So it's like you go A minor and then cut to the next. You know what I'm saying? Hard beat. You feel me?
Because when you hear that, hey, what's it on?
I think he should. I think he should go up
what's
to
it
the part.
Hey,
what you say?
What you say, Joe?
I think he should do half of it and act like he's scared to do the other part, and then right at the end, bring the rest of it back. You feel me? And then shut it down with that shit, man.
That'd be fire. That'd be fire. That's fire.
I won't even ask, bro, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. I could ask him anything, but I want to be a fan. Like it's so cool to be a fan of I get to watch and just be like, oh, that's fire. You know what I mean? I'm so excited for that dude, man.
This the first one I'm watching, and I'm actually going into with excitement since the Rams Super Bowl, the LA joint where they had the West Coast joint. So
yeah, that was crazy.
This should be fun though. Like I said, I don't have no expectations. I'm gonna be watching that shit like a little concert, just cooling, just enjoying it. You know what I mean? I don't want to know what song. Like even when quote unquote academics leaked the performance, I didn't even take a look. I didn't want to see it. But moving right along because I know a few people had to jump. Let's talk about the NBA. A trade was rescinded.
What?
And Jason crashed out in real time. He understands NBA J-boy. You know what I'm saying? Jason, how'd you feel when the news broke about this Lakers trade being rescinded?
My shit freezing. So go.
He froze?
Yeah, just go ahead.
No,
I think we're just happy.
No. Go. I want to get to Amin because Amin, you got to jump. So
yeah, no.
Go ahead.
Look, so when this shit came down, it got rescinded. I said it's one of three things. Either A, because this is what happens when you do a trade. Before you actually do the trade, the last step is the teams will send each other the medical info on the guys they're acquiring, so you can review it prior to agreeing to the trade. Now you're still going to do the physical, but obviously, if this trade was done a month ago, they would have just gone back and tried to figure out a different way to do it. Mm-hmm. But because it happened at the deadline, it's either you like it or you don't like it and you send it back, and there is no fixing it or amending it. So typically, like I said, you send the medical info, you review the medical info, and then you say, all right, based on this, it sounds like it's a good deal, and then we'll do a physical when it gets here. So it's one of three things. Either the Hornets had withheld some shit in their medical info. Very unlikely because niggas will come back and they could sue you over that shit, right? Number two, the Lakers physical tested things that the Hornets do not test. Again, very unlikely. This shit is very standard. Scenario number three, the Lakers got the medical info and were like, yeah, whatever. Just make the deal. And then they made the deal. And then when they did the physical, like, oh shit, this nigga shit is all fucked up. But because of the time crunch, they didn't have a chance to pick up on any of that. That's the most likely. What are you laughing at?
No, because that shit is just funny.
Juju
Like,
ill, B.
no, it's not funny, but it is funny because, like, you thinking, like, I'm just watching the joy of Laker fans. I was
Juju
giving them
ill,
the
bro.
credit. I said, oh, yo, this is a great pickup. Like, he gonna be solid. This
Oh,
and
y'all was
that.
so fired up.
And then I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, oh shit, he going back. And I'm just like, this has got to be awkward. Like,
Yeah,
you got Dalton Connect basically thinking he gonna play in Charlotte. He like, all right, it just didn't work out over there. Cool. You got Mark Williams posting all his LeBron fandom, and then he go play with Lakers, and he putting purple and gold hearts.
You went from what the worst team in the league, or one of the worst teams in the league, to thinking you gonna be catching lobs from LeBron, from Luka. Dog, I'm gonna be a Hall of Famer by the end of this. You gotta be looking at Draymond Green like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think about this shit. In this nigga's mind, he's like, we gonna win like 5 titles.
Bro.
I'm gonna be the fucking dunking on niggas and shit.
Like, yo, my new co-host is Seth Curry of the Charlotte Hornets, and he told me that Dalton Connect was in Detroit with them, thinking he about to play.
Damn, man.
And they just was like,
it's like, nah, Brody.
Back to LA you go, brother.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
Tap him on the shoulder. Hey, come with me. They tapped him on the bench. Hey, come with me.
I couldn't even believe that shit was real. I had to check if Shams was hacked again. You feel me? I was, bro.
No, but it's just so awkward, dog.
Yeah,
like,
because after the trade, I was telling y'all, they started posting the clips of JJ getting mad at Dalton, like, you know what I'm saying, in the huddle, and like, that's your fucking play. Like, JJ was going off on the nigga. I'm like, damn, all right, good thing bro's not here no more. And then they say this shit rescinded, and I'm like, why is it I'm like trying to figure out all the reasons and shit. I'm like, damn, this nigga didn't pass the motherfucking physical. I'm like, and there's nothing you could do because it's past the trade deadline.
Yeah.
So it's like, because niggas was so last minute, it's like when niggas in the dice game and niggas put the 100 down at the end right before the nigga roll the dice, and then nigga will crap out. You like, damn, I shouldn't have put my money down.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, shout outs to bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna get it right because he gonna get back. He going right back to being a starting center, which is crazy. Mark Williams go right into the lineup.
Right, they put that statement out. Hey,
yeah, like,
Lakers, like,
and they put smut on the Lakers name, like they was just too horny to make that trade, bro. That's crazy.
It had to be bad if they. It had to be
niggas
bad.
was like, hey, bro, listen, we respect Mark. We loved him as our starting center, but this other team was just prying. They just could not help themselves. They gave us an offer we couldn't refuse. So, if you must. Mark, you know we would never do you like that. It was just, they had to have you.
Right.
And we did the research on your tweets that you always wanted to be a Laker. So we just wanted to grant you that opportunity.
Smart. Right. Smart organization. Smart.
Like I said in the chat, man, they tried to sell us the MacBook with the bricks in the box, man. They tried to give us the, you know what I'm saying, the PlayStation with no controllers in there, man. Like, we
gotta work the chat, man, and understand. I am pulling for a Glasses and Jason Lakers show. I would pay good money for that, just because I feel like Jason's gonna have the hot takes and Glasses is going to be the one to bring him back down to earth.
But you don't feel like Glasses would have a fair share of hot takes also?
Because Glasses was talking about packing bags. What happened to all that talk?
Oh, packing bags. Listen,
Bronny is still sleeping in Bel Air.
He got called up. He got called up.
Come on, big dog.
I guess so.
So Glasses, moving forward with the realistic view of this team, y'all don't have Mark Williams, but y'all have Luka. Y'all still are on the search for a big man. What do you feel about this team right now?
They don't complement each other. LeBron and Luka are the same person.
Okay.
Like the Spider-Man.
How do you feel about Austin Reeves going off and being now that third guy that can consistently get 20 points per game? Does that help and change your thought process in the road for 5?
No.
Okay.
No.
Jason, how do you feel?
He got to be a catch and shoot guy.
You muted right now, Jason.
I mean, obviously, we need a center, and we can't get a real one. You know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna have to play somebody with a center in the playoffs.
Just play Rui, bro. Play Rui.
I mean,
go small ball. Use Rui.
That's what we're gonna have to do. But yeah, like Glasses is saying it's true, but obviously they two of the most brilliant basketball players of all time. So I think they're gonna figure out a way to win a lot of basketball games. But yeah, if you don't have no post presence, you know it's gonna be a factor at some point. You know, it's gonna come bite your ass at some point. Pause. And we need somebody to get rebounds. We need somebody to block shots. We need somebody to, you know, be a rim protector.
The biggest players you got is in the backcourt. They shouldn't even need no rebound. You got somebody 6'8" and somebody 6'10".
Right.
Why the hell you need a big? My issue is just offensively, they play the exact same way. Neither one is a great complementary player. So what do their minutes on the court look like? You know, it's just gonna look hella crazy.
But I will say this. I do like Connect. You know, when the trade happened in the chat, I said I didn't like giving up Connect. So
well, I mean, most Laker fans thought, for one, they still believe in him. They don't. Nobody really feels like they do think that he's getting like a raw deal in the scenario of how JJ's coaching. JJ's kind of like maybe on some motivation shit, like you're better than this, so I'm going to give you like tough love. But like at the end of the day, they need him to be good. They can't afford to be like, all right, you're gonna sit here and then we'll figure this shit out come draft.
Well, because we're kind of constructed like the old Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like in that way, we have a lot of guys who can shoot. I mean, if you include Connect, you know, you Connect, Reeves, Luka, and LeBron. Now, obviously, LeBron developed a 3-ball, so it's like if you have a rotation of shooters, we just don't have the speed. I don't really see us like moving in transition like that. We're a half-court basketball team, so that's the other tough part because the Warriors
aren't like the shooters that they have. We're in a weird place. Like I told you, it's gonna feel like 24-hour fitness, like Harlem Globetrotters. You know what I mean? Where it's like, what does LeBron do when Luka got the ball?
Play the music.
You know what I mean? It's like, what does LeBron do when Luka got the ball?
That was your greatest work.
When LeBron got the ball. Maybe they become slashers. I don't know. It's just I don't see it working out with them too. But I'm sure they're gonna. It's enough talent to win basketball games. It's just when you get to the playoffs, it's probably gonna look. It's gonna be a lot of 4 against 5 ball. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, how good is Luka, a catch and shoot guy? How good is LeBron, a catch and shoot guy? They both kind of dribble the ball to get in the rhythm to get their shot going. So Austin Reeves, I think he'll get less looks. I think it's gonna come down when Luka start playing. Dalton Connect should be in heaven. Dalton Connect should. If you got Dalton Connect on your fantasy when Luka come back, is Luka and LeBron. Dalton Connect is going to be your guy if you in fantasy. He's gonna get all the looks. He's gonna get all the. He's probably gonna be their favorite Laker because Reeves still needs to dribble the ball a bit to get his game going. You're not finna dribble the ball with LeBron and Luka on it. It's just gonna be tough outings. But Dalton Connect is gonna be in heaven. For Jackson, even Jackson Hayes is gonna be in heaven.
But that's the thing. Jackson Hayes needs to just step his shit up, bro. And it's a lot to ask from him. And
he was 7 and 13 last night.
Right.
Solid outcome.
Listen, we won 10 out of 11 games. So we've been playing a lot better lately. It's just you need that consistently. And in the playoffs, we gotta worry about Joker and all these other main forces.
Can I just add one thing for y'all real quick? I see the writing on the wall. Okay. We see it. We see the storyline. The storyline is there, right? Somehow, some way, there'll be a big that gets bought out that no one thought was going to get bought out. And it'll just be magically a big that fits right into whatever tiny bit of salary cap space that you don't really have, but they'll magically have, right? You'll somehow, some way see yourselves in the finals. We'll have the Celtics, right? We'll have the Celtics, Lakers, because the NBA gets Glasses. Hey, bro, I don't want none of this to happen.
Read the script.
I read the script.
I want it to happen. I want it to happen, Jerv, but it's 0 chance it's happening.
Okay.
Neither team.
0?
Hold up, Jerv.
He said 0.
0 chance.
But there also isn't a big available unless you're gonna go after fucking Daniel Tice. Daniel Tice makes 2.1, so they have to waive somebody. I don't know. It's interesting. Everybody's screaming Mo Bamba and all that other stuff, but like
we're not a center away from being in the ridiculousness that we're a center away from being in the finals is fucking crazy.
Glasses, we are though. We are though, brother. We are though, brother. Bro,
sorry, Mike Weisberg said that Tice is headed to Europe, so he's off the board.
No, but we're not a center away.
Christian Wood been warming up for like 5 months. I don't even know.
A center away from being in the finals. What the fuck is going on?
We're the
fourth guys that complement. This is what makes it different than the Warriors. The Warriors complement each other. Like, yes, we have
them on the floor yet. Let them get on the floor. Let them.
It don't matter. You can see he never complimented nobody a day in their life. Neither player. They're not complementary pieces. They're not complementary. These are mainstay pieces. What the hell is he gonna do? He gonna be knocking down all the threes. Who dribbling the air out the ball?
Not your
making
savior.
a wide open shot?
A center is not your savior.
Like, it's different. We have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, right? It's different, right? You know they're gonna complement each other. There's no complementary pieces on the court, and the center is not going to help our woes. Like, we are far, and we do have enough talent. I agree with you, Jay, to beat a lot of teams. We got a ton of talent, but dog, when it comes to playoff basketball, that's all complementary. Everything has to complement itself. You can't just have an overwhelming amount of talent, and you see what happened to the Brooklyn Nets. You see what be happening to people when they have an overwhelming amount of talent that don't complement each other. You have to LeBron and Luka. It's impossible for them to complement each other.
Look at Dr. Malone, bro. Look at Dr. Malone.
I agree with you, Glasses.
Anyway,
but I saw the script.
You could
saw the script, Glasses.
That's a bad movie. Celtics don't have no chance.
I didn't say this is going to be.
He said your movie go get shelved, Jerv.
Yeah,
moving right along.
Not releasing that. Like the Pharrell movie. It is not happening.
It's not happening, bro. Dang, I hate this.
I hope so. I want to be with Jason. I want the Lakers to win another championship so we can catch the Celtics again. But that is not finna.
What you say, Juju?
What you say, Joe?
I'm saying pause. Anthony Davis' abdomen done ran out. It looked like, you feel me? Like
So Juju.
That boy in the right time.
So Juju, update. He had cramps. Lower leg.
Why'd you pause at cramps like that?
Nah, I mean
that's crazy. That's crazy talk, bro.
I'm just saying he got overexcited, bro. Got a cramp and they told him he couldn't go out. You know, listen, bro. Niggas always do it all the time, bro. They be playing too hype. They ain't never. That's the crazy thing about it. When a player be playing hard, nigga get a cramp. That's how you know a nigga be lying, saying he don't give his all. Because only time a nigga get a cramp is when he really, really trying to ball out. So I know it'd be like left off effort that niggas be trying to give. And he wanted to have such a great game. This nigga got a cramp and they told him, nah, bro, we good, bro. Because he did the post-game interview. He was like, yeah, you know, niggas just was dehydrated, bro. It's all bad. He got too excited. He really wanted to prove and show the Lakers. He was 3 assists from a triple-double. He wanted to prove so bad. Hey, y'all fucked up. It's cool. It's all right, bro. And
it was just a cramp.
It was just a cramp. But Najee Marshall, Najee Marshall should not have said he gave up the insight. They was pressing him. I'm watching the presser. They like, yo, what's up? He like, yeah, I talked to AD. Like, we got more games to play. Stop trying. Like, don't worry about coming back into this game. AD really wanted to play.
I know he did.
But at the end of the day,
Jason think we got rid of AD and got Luka. So we got worse defensively, and whatever step we took on offense is not necessarily better. We got better offensive talent, but we didn't get better offensively as a team because it's not like AD could complement LeBron. Luka is not going to complement LeBron James, and LeBron is not turning that ball over.
But the difference, Glasses, that everybody understands is that Luka is a closer, and that's what we need late in games and especially in the playoffs.
Closer.
Yeah, a closer, bro. Like somebody who closes the game out. Like
Jason,
you know how we joke about those teams that got crazy firepower and the score be like 135 to 130.
Exactly. That's what we need.
That's what them games. That's what them games. That's what we need. Shootouts. They gonna have like Luka.
We
gonna
need to
have
just be
44.
We don't
Bron
even
gonna
need to
have
plan
like
no
32.
Right. And I'm
And
with
you gonna
that.
look at the rest of that thing. Like Reeves might have 15, Rui might have 11.
Yep.
And it's
I'm
gonna
with
be
it.
Hayes supposed to have 19. You
Like,
supposed to just
you go-
let people score, like how LeBron do it right now. Just let people score and then just go the other way.
hey, and
That's
pray
what I'm
that
saying.
people miss. That's how they gonna be.
But that's the thing. I kind of buy into
I don't
that.
even like that they gonna be having to use Doe Finney-Smith and Vanderbilt like that. Because them boys,
Yeah. They
I
are
mean,
they gonna
Vando's
get
our one.
hey, you know how you
defensive
say
player.
the Lord give you the toughest battles? Niggas about to have the toughest battles, bruh.
But but having Vando out there is good because you need one person who's gonna keep him honest on defense.
No,
at least.
listen, I totally get it, but them games is gonna
one
be
person to keep him honest on defense. Who is
electrifying.
he gonna keep honest
I'm
on
gonna
defense?
watch every
I mean,
Laker
not,
game.
I'm saying like he's our defender. He's the person that they can't hunt on defense. They can't.
That went from in your Golden State compare. It's like comparing Draymond and Van. Like we can't overrate Vando's defense. We just got to.
I'm not saying he's Draymond. I'm just saying he is a good, solid defender.
He's not Michael Cooper. Like we need to just play offense. I just want to run. Just run. Just score.
In today's NBA, the Lakers are going to be fun as shit.
Yes,
that's it.
We're going to be
product-wise, viewership going to be up. Jersey sales going to be up. They're going to score hella points. They're going to have some plays where it's a Luka to LeBron.
Yeah,
They're going to try to throw a little Bronny in that mix sometimes.
Yeah,
he got called up, bro.
Right.
Jason, he just got called up today.
Bro, but he doesn't play real minutes in a game. Come on, man.
I'm just letting you know.
He played real minutes when they came to Philadelphia. I'll tell you that much.
And they threw that man in that fire, and he seen how fast Tyrese Maxey was. Nigga said, look at his
I felt bad for him.
He looked at his dad like,
Trey, I told somebody that
really
Trey.
fast.
I told somebody that Trey that the difference at professional level of all sports is speed. And if I ever had one critique over Bronny, he's not fast for his size.
Athletic. He's quick.
He's decently quick, but he's not fast. Like I watch him when he got to run down the court. He got to put his head down. He got to really get in mode. Like he might have should have ran track when he was younger. You know what I mean? And he didn't run track.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is
it was fun. I agree.
Cooking on G League and then seeing them bright lights like that shit. Maxie was running at that boy like it was a fucking train, and it's like, bah, bah, move. Bah. Like if you don't, you'll get ran the fuck over. Tyrese Maxey is different. He had 44 that game too. Like,
so wait. Shout out to Tyrese Maxey. The Sixers just lost to the Pistons, by the way. They got blued out.
Hey, the Pistons bumping. They moving in the right direction.
Do y'all want to mention the Kanye tweets or?
No, I ain't fucking with bro. No free promo. We was gonna talk a little Irv Gotti.
Punch cousin his fucking face.
Yeah, let's talk about Irv Gotti.
All right, so rest in peace, Irv Gotti.
You know what Kanye really need? To be punched in his fucking face. That's it.
Amen.
And that's what's happening. He got so far away from getting punched in his face that he forgot shit you say about people should resort in you getting punched in the face. And that's the problem when people get money. That's all I want to say about it, Trey. Punch in the face. Punch in the face. That nigga needs to get punched in the fucking face.
I'm gonna call him a talented hater, right? He is he's one of the most talented people we've had in that space. But what he's doing has been taken away from Dot, has been taken away from the Lakers and Luka, from taking away all the shit just so us to pay attention to him. I just turned his TV off. I ain't doing none of that.
Bro is Aaron Rodgers.
Punch him in the face.
Bro, Aaron Rodgers to me.
Face.
He's so washed. And the only thing I was gonna say is that nigga. I realized something, bro. That nigga is PG-13 in a rated R world, and he wants to be bad so bad, but he'll always be PG-13 to me. And it's like, bro, you will never be Jay-Z. You will never be a nigga that sold drugs and shot niggas. You will never be DMX. You're never gonna be a hard nigga, bro. I don't care how much shit you say. You're always gonna be PG-13, bro. That's just who you are. So there's nothing you could do. There's no rant you could go on to make niggas think you tough or you're PG-13, my nigga. You're the Avengers movie. So goodbye.
So he just needs to punch in the face. I think he forgot about. See, this is the thing I love about hip hop and all where we all grew up at. You say the wrong thing, it may resort to you getting punched in the face. Kanye kind of used to remember that, but I think he forgot it because he so much money. Keep talking about how much money you got, bro. You still can get punched in the face, and you probably need to get punched in the face. I think that's what's been missing out of some. That's what's been missing in hip hop. You know what I mean? Juju like punched in the face.
I mean,
academic really could get punched in the face.
6ix9ine,
some shit.
All these. It's a bunch of niggas who needed that moment. You know what I'm saying? But we don't live in that universe no more. So this is the result. We just gotta watch niggas quote unquote crash out and shit. And shit is whack. But yeah, what was we talking about?
Irv Gotti. Rest in peace, Irv Gotti.
I didn't know that, bro. Produced Can I Live?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
that's crazy. And I
want to go through a couple of his hits because I made a playlist. And
you gotta share that, John.
I got you. He has Can I Live? He has the intro from Dark as Hell is Hot.
That's the one.
That's a major one.
Bro, because that introduced DMX career. I remember Get At Me, Dog, the video. I remember when that came out and that shit blew everybody's mind. I was like, who the fuck is this nigga? But I remember buying his DMX album and putting that shit on and hearing that dum dum and DMX coming on and killing that. That's one of the hardest intros still to this day.
That's a
and
fact.
That cemented DMX's whole persona for me. It just encompassed in that track. So the fact that Irv was able to do that, man, just hats off to him.
Irv is the first person to put Jay-Z in the top 40.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember because the original album Reasonable Doubt, he didn't have any top 40 songs. Volume 1, he had top 40 songs. When they do Can I Get Her, that put him into the top 40. That's how we start demanding pop budgets. That's why. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri because he matters in that. He does. That's Jay-Z's biggest song up to that day, which is the Money Ain't a Thing. And then they do Can I Get Her right for the Rush Hour soundtrack. They're able to market it. I'm gonna hit Jay one day and ask him, but I believe that's probably the first opportunity he got at having a pop budget to market a song. So then he's able to go back to Def Jam for the Annie song, the Hard Knock song, and say, hey, this is my value. You see, I'm number 19 on the charts right here. So now you guys need to put this money into the Hard Knock Life, the Annie song. And now we have Jay-Z as this, crossing over into pop spaces with his music, 5 million sold. So Irv don't get a lot of credit for that, but obviously, you know about the Irv Gotti stuff. You know the stuff he did for obviously Ashanti and Ja Rule, but you don't quite understand, like Jason saying, what he did for DMX and what he was able to do for Jay-Z. It's a bad.
So we got Grand Finale off the Belly soundtrack. DMX, Ja Rule, Method Man, and Nas.
Great song.
Great record.
We got Time to Build with Mike Geronimo. We got Murder for Life featuring Memphis Bleak, Ja Rule. What's My Name by DMX. Crazy. Come Back in One Piece, Aaliyah and DMX.
Great song.
What's Love, Fat Joe and Ja Rule and Ashanti.
Foolish,
Ashanti. Gangsta Lovin' featuring Alicia Keys and Eve. Well, Eve and Alicia Keys. Thug Lovin', Ja Rule featuring Bobby Brown.
Love that song.
Great song.
Amazing song and video.
Man.
Great song.
Incredible videos of all time.
Mesmerize featuring Ashanti. Them all pop songs. Them all top 40 songs, by the way.
Yeah.
The Pledge remix featuring that one with Nas. Clap Back. That one, I don't really love that one, but I understand.
It has its place in hip hop history.
The Crown featuring Sizzler.
Time out. Clap Back would have been a dope ass song. We just can't help to remember as soon as Clap Back dropped. My nigga Fifth dropped fucking I Get Money like a day later and stepped all over that shit. Clap Back was a dope song for the 24 hours it had to breathe.
Yeah, what's funny? We felt like
remember how difficult it would be to drop a diss record to respond. You had to set up your album because you had the label wasn't just rolling those singles out. They like, hold up, bro, where is the rest of our money? We need $10. We not getting no $1 a song. So Clap Back was done, if I remember correctly, right after. So it could have came out like a month after and it'd have been bigger. People forget. Remember, like Takeover comes out in September 11th, 2001. Remember, Ether doesn't come out until December when Stillmatic comes out. So this was a standard. So shout out to Jerv for that point because he did jump right back on it because he had more of the budget opportunities with 50 Cent. But even Clapback in New York were great response records. They just were so far apart from when the battle started that people was able to really.
Yeah,
different albums too. This is some shit that just kept going. So we got the
and 50 was dropping shit with P Cutter, mixtape after mixtape. This is G Unit. So yeah, he kept it going.
He bled it out. So
that's a
the
great
Crown
point.
featuring Sizzler.
Yeah, and Ja Rule was too big to be on that mixtape scene, Trey. Yeah.
We got
way too big.
Southside from Lloyd featuring Ashanti.
Great song. I forgot about
the We got Only You by Ashanti, another song. That's with us, I think 7 Streeter or one of them. I don't know, one of the producers. That dun, 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 dun. Like he knew how to stay on the charts. Jimmy Choo, Shine featuring Ashanti. Wonderful.
Well,
Ja Rule, Ashanti, and R. Kelly.
Woo, yeah. That's a hit. That's a hit.
And around the world. All right.
No, that's not that song.
That's the other one, huh?
Yeah. That's off of that's off
we
of
can't
Chocolate
sing.
Factory.
We can't sing him, but
we can do whatever we want, bro. Big T is in office.
True. True. All right. And then we got New York. So
he produced New York too?
Yeah, he produced New York too.
Yeah, New York is crazy because that's a song after the battle that was actually very well received. Everybody loved New York. You know, it was a great song.
It's a great song.
Fat Joe, Jadakiss, everybody got off on it, and it was super popular. Yeah. And we had already claimed that Ja Rule was dead. So after that, he got new life, and he didn't do nothing with it. It was really
crazy,
weird.
But
he couldn't do nothing with it
because he didn't have no other hits. So let me just say this real quick, Glasses, because I just want to connect this to the other shit that's going on because people talking about Drake still got all the blah 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 blah. Look, man, music is psychological. What happens in the battle is if a nigga that loses does not have the proper psychology to make the hit songs like he normally makes because the battle was interrupting his thought process or whatever the case, that is what ends the artist's career. And we saw that with Ja Rule. Ja Rule was able to make New York, but it was up to him to make more hits. You know, obviously they got indicted and all that stuff happened as well. But
yeah, that played a lot.
That played a big role. That played a big role.
I want to say this in Ja's, well, not defending Ja, but just defending the facts. The fact is, remember, he has a couple platinum albums after that. He has 2 separate albums. He has some smash hit records. He got the record with R. Kelly that's on the same album with New York, smash records. The feds came and raided Murder Inc.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why, if you remember, Irv would be
that
talking
nigga Irv was undefeated. Shouts to Irv. That nigga Irv was undefeated in them courts.
Beat the feds. He beat Irv Gotti. Beat the feds.
People don't realize that happened
beat the feds,
right when they're releasing these 2 albums that we're talking about after the battle. So when they're coming out of it, nobody else would do business with them because of their looming federal case. So it's not like Ja forgot how to make records or Irv forgot how to make records. They couldn't get anybody else. Remember, the 3rd album ended up being the greatest hits when Def Jam wouldn't re-up their deal because of the federal case. So it took years and years and years of battling the federal case before they was able to get out of that light. But by the end, you know what I mean, people not going to do business with you. So it's a couple things. It's not like he forgot how to make music. Even Drake is not going to forget how to make music. His problem is he's doing a million things or not enough to market what's happening. So it's like, instead of him saying, hey, you know what, I'm cool, whatever. Yeah, whatever you got going on is whatever. I'm going to drop my songs. But now when you start suing the label, right, now you shout out to the record that him and Party want to release, but now you got to deal with Universal playing games. Like, yeah, you could try to be smart and say, okay, I'm going to put it out through my deal over here at OVO Sounds, but then they got to probably clear that many features because they own the license to your music. It's a million things that's going to keep happening to make it hard. They're going to fight you because you're embarrassing them. They're going to try to embarrass you. And this is the kind of decisions you start to make. And that's the problem with Drake. He's making bad decisions. The reality is, bro, just because people are enjoying the song and he's making fun of you, he's putting extras on it, bro, you can't change that. Let that go. Make your records. You can't get mad that everybody's enjoying the music. It's a triumphant moment. People watched a great fight. It don't mean they hate you, bro. It's like a boxing match. Sometimes you lose. Wilder lost the fight to Fury. That don't mean we don't love you. Mike Tyson lost to Evander Holyfield. We love you. Straight up, bro. We love you still, but yes, we're gonna make fun of you, bro. You're a success story that we all built up and made you win. Get back to your business.
But this is the thing, Glasses. This is the part where the rubber meets the road. Is that he's to become who he is. He's a
sounds like
granddaddy ass line.
I was so clear though. He brought that back. Shout out to my grandpa, rest his soul, bro. That was so clear. I'm bringing that back to you.
Go ahead, Jason.
But he's a fan and a student of the game. So he knows, just like you knew, and just like I knew, that song is one of the greatest songs in hip hop history. And the fact that it's aimed at him, that's the part that he can't get. Oh, he knew that before us, or just as much as us. So he's trying to get that off of him, but knowing that he can't. So I think his biggest issue is that he's a fan the same way he used to have Pusha T's mic, the same way that, he always would champion everybody and all of this. Say, when he did the interview with LeBron and he's like, I'm a student of battle rap. Well, yeah, we believe you. And you just got the most legendary ass kicking, and you can't overcome that.
It's a difference from being a student and being the culture itself. And that's where he kind of falls apart at.
But also, this ain't boxing, bro. Like, you can lose and still live on to the next day.
Even in boxing,
you can do that in boxing also.
They happen all the time.
But they scatter. You get what I'm saying?
But some niggas is like
scatter.
But
Mike Tyson's biggest fight is after he loses to Evander Holyfield. Like he turns around and fights Lennox Lewis for way more money in a bigger fight, bro. You have to get what's funny is Drake got a poor man's pride and ain't never been poor. Or he got a wealthy man's pride. I don't get what the fuck he doing. What are you doing, stupid? Rap, bro. We put the music out.
At the end of the day, we don't hate him. We just enjoyed the battle. And we crowned the loser.
And we
just don't. You said what?
We got a million jokes. That's the problem.
That's
Trey.
it.
Like, we come from a culture where if you lose, we got 1,000 jokes. You lose a fight.
That's
remember
it.
that dude
just
you
win.
Get his jokes.
Hey, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
But that's the toughest part. And
was that Al Davis?
Yeah, but that's what I love about life, bro. And even back to the Kanye shit of him saying, "Oh, I got $2.7 billion." It's like, obviously, you're not happy about something, my nigga. Like, and now
Kanye is just retweeting white porn.
Right. niggas got all the money in the world. You know what I'm saying? Even on the Elon Musk, like all these niggas got all this money, but y'all are unhappy, bro. You spend all your time doing shit that's not like pleasurable to yourself. Like y'all, if I had $2 billion, if I had $400 billion, I'd be making myself and everybody I know the happiest person on earth every day, bro. But these niggas spend their life complaining, suing, crying, bitching. It's like life is the same for every human being. We all want to be happy, don't matter how much money you got. So all that we got money shit, man, it don't matter. It's about what your soul and your spirit feel.
Bro, you still will get punched in your face, fool. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what is happening? Like, but this is why, bro, I have been saying for years, like it's easy to see Drake not hip-hop. That's not to say he's not dope, talented, great records, we can rap. But the culture that is hip hop, he don't quite get it, right? And that's important. But Trey, more than anything, bro, I've always wondered with Kanye, and I'd be like, the more I learned about hip hop, his shit always went into the light for me. Now, again, that don't mean he don't make some of the greatest records in history. He's one of the greatest scientists I ever saw in this thing we call hip hop. Like, he understands how to apply a lot of ideas. But a lot of shit he does culturally, don't get me wrong, we're not a monolith when we grew up in the street urban culture, but his shit really feels like a fucking not the same. And him talking about he looked up to Marilyn Monroe, it's certain things he does, and I'll be like,
that's a crazy quote, by the way.
What?
How you look up to that?
Yeah, he was like, this was the finest woman. He had a poster on her at his wall, and as a teenager, I'm like,
that's capped
in
up.
The fucking
he ain't got it. He ain't got to cap up. He ain't got to cap up on us like that, because I had a Shotty on my binder, nigga.
Bro, I was
gonna say, what if he's not capping though?
I was gonna say, I think he's not. I think a lot of his shit
I don't think his mama was letting him roll like that, bro.
Nah, bro. I think a lot of this is the thing. And this goes back to my PG-13, like Disney shit, bro. A lot of Kanye isms is pop. You know what I'm saying? It's white pop culture.
Yes,
he combined
mainstream.
Right. He combined his soulful knowledge of Harold Melville and the Blue Notes and you know what I'm saying, Lenny Williams and all that shit.
Knowing it would matter to us.
Exactly.
I don't
And
think
so,
he give a fuck about Lenny Williams or
no,
Harold Melville.
bro. This is what I just recently discovered within the last 5 years. Glasses, like I'm thinking, you know, everything back then was what it was, but it was like, nah, he actually didn't give a fuck about that, but he knew that that's what niggas like. Yeah, like I just figured that out way later.
Jason, I said this to my homies. I said, I don't think this nigga is really hip hop. Now it sounds blasphemous, but I'm like, I think he know we cared about this soulful shit. He like, if I want to get, he said, if I'm black, so I got to get the niggas. Like that's what it is to me. It's not like I don't think he give a fuck about Harold Melvin. Like I think he care about it as much as to study it or you know what I mean, like Shaka Khan. But I don't think he really care about Shaka Khan like that.
No.
Listen, Jerv, Trey, our whole life, Trey, we've been going to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
We've been going to Disneyland since a little kid. It's too expensive. We still went
down the street.
None of us ever equated looking up to Walt Disney. We know who Walt Disney was. We know about the cartoons. We know about this motherfucker is looking up to Walt Disney. Now, don't get me wrong. Walt Disney is a cold creator to look up to. And even right now, Trey, in your business, you probably still don't be like, I want to be the next Walt Disney. Like when I listen to him talk, he has a weird, different fascination with pop mainstream America.
Yep.
That even Trey in your life right now, y'all could be talking about this show. I have no idea, Trey, but you still kind of is like rooted in where you come from. I don't think he was ever rooted in that. Like Kanye would be like a slaver, like.
But no, I've listened. He was on the plantation. I respect all them dudes, right? And like they have creative genius. They are able to survive in that certain thing. But we all come from like certain situations where you're gonna have to walk down that street and there's some motherfuckers out there that's really tough. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't experience it, whether you was the person being tough or you had to deal with it. And it's just I don't think it's an LA thing at all. I think it's just in general, like overall, I just think the complexity of it. He acting like he wasn't the person that had to avoid the niggas on the block that was actually tough. Like I listen to Don C's story, and Don C kind of is like shaping it to a point of like, yo, I remember when motherfuckers was calling us slurs because we was wearing tight pants and shit like that. And the same thing with ASAP and them. Like, again, there's gonna be somebody that's gonna not allow the fuck shit. You feel me? Like, because that just ain't us. You got to go out and experience that to even get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went to whatever the school.
Even his whole
what was the shit? Calumet. I know about Calumet because we actually played them in NAIA, but Calumet, that shit is like outskirt. It's still like kind of in the mix, but like when you come home, you still got to go see the niggas. You know what I mean? Even though you know what I mean? Like I was talking to the homie. I just
think he playing us.
For sure.
For sure. I really think
No, he not playing us.
He already played us, Glasses. That's the thing. He already got all of us. And that's the fucked up part that we got to look back at and be like damn, we couldn't see it because he looked like a nigga.
How was your whole rant attacking black and Jewish folks, and then you defending the white? It just be like, what the fuck is happening?
It's just attention, dog.
No. But if we want to get into all that, the easy thing to see.
I don't want to get into the tweets. I'm sorry, Trey. I'm sorry.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, in regards to that and his whole thesis of everything that you're saying, Glasses, is that the whole time back to the election, back to everything, the pink polo, everything, he's wanted to be a white man. He wants people to look at him.
Hold on. Don't put the pink polo on the white man, because we was doing pink polos at the crib at very young ages and all throughout high school.
But Jerv, it came from a white man.
No, but I'm saying, but we weren't doing it because we secretly wanted to be a white man. We did it because we fucked with the pastel colors, right? With the horses and all that shit.
But this is where the cross section of his likes and our likes come into. You know what I'm saying? They collide. The Venn diagram.
We looking at it from low life,
right? But he's like Ralph. He always used to say. That's what I'm saying. We just wasn't listening to what he was saying.
Jay is
he used to always say Ralph. Ralph, all this shit. And we thought, oh, it's fly because we know we looked up to certain shit in a way. But
no, we looked
way,
up the shit because shit was cost some money and we was poor. He actually looked up to Ralph.
Right, exactly. Like he was like, I want to be this white man.
Fuck Ralph was.
Exactly.
Who the fuck is Ralph?
And so it worked for him in using Daft Punk and all the other samples, you know, Steely Dan, all his other clever samples and shit like that. So it helped elevate, you know, even the Takeover, right? Going back to battle, making the whole conversation full circle. He used the Doors sample. Nobody would have used that beat. You feel me? And we're thankful because he had the breadth of knowledge to listen to all that white music and all that stuff. But the whole time was he wanted to be right. That's what I'm saying. We got to be honest and look at the whole book now and say this nigga has wanted to be a white man.
He knew it the whole fucking time.
And exactly. Yeah, Jay knew it.
Dame greedy ass was like, well, he gonna get us some money. And Jay was like, I don't know about him rapping. Like him making music is one thing, but Jay fucking knew it.
Jay knew it, bro. And that's the funny thing about Jay-Z is Jay-Z knows all, but he's just like, I'm gonna use things to my advantage where I can, and he does. You know what I'm saying? So until it doesn't work for me anymore. But yeah, his whole election thing, his whole Trump thing, all of this is he wishes that he was a white man or he was viewed through the lens of white society. And he doesn't understand that he will never get that.
You're so he's jealous of Drake because he thought that was Drake.
Right. Drake is viewed through the lens of white society. That's part of his shit. Drake gets that off. And he loves that
Drake
about Drake.
Still is Drake still is not, and he's gonna learn right now. He's finna learn the hard way. But Jason is he got us.
Oh shit.
I was telling him
Glasses, all you doing now is making this man feel like he can give us every conspiracy theory he has now. Jason's spot on, but I'm just saying.
Jerv, don't hate. He was
he's spot on.
Hold on. We gotta end this. Go ahead, get this rant off, Juju. Go ahead.
He's still on mute. He's still on mute.
I got you, Juju.
Unmute your phone, Drew.
Unmute your phone, Juju.
It's not letting me. He's got to do it.
Okay, all right. So as we get a chance to close this out, let's make our Super Bowl predictions. Jerv, you don't have to. Juju, you don't have to because I know y'all superstitious. I'm gonna let y'all just enjoy the game. But Glasses, who do you have if you were to watch the game? I don't know if you're gonna watch the game or just watch the halftime performance. Who do you have? The Eagles
I got
the
bet.
Chiefs?
I got to bet that the Chiefs make history, but I want the. Now, again, when you meet people, now I want Jerv and them and JuJu and them to win. They got jerseys and shit. I have to want them to win, but I don't really care.
It's sports, man. It's sports, man.
Yeah, it's not basketball or boxing. Yeah, it's not basketball or boxing.
So who you got?
I don't shit. The Super Bowl. I got the halftime show. All
right,
show.
That's that. All right, Jason, who you got? You have no connections to this outside of your bet that you paid. Who do you have winning today's game?
34-26, Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay. I don't have no score prediction. I do think the Eagles are going to score a lot of points just because they're just explosive on offense. But I do have the Chiefs winning by 3.
There it is.
But honestly,
that's some good picks,
but honestly, all I ask is a good game. I just want a close, good game.
Yeah, that'd be good.
If I got a chance, if the Eagles got to make a 2-minute drive or the Chiefs, well, see, I don't want that because on paper the record shows that bro is 100% on 2-minute drive. I mean, 2-minute drill drive. So I don't want that, but I do want the game to be. Do y'all like games ended on field goals?
No, not really.
I don't like that. I don't.
It's anti-climactic.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of corny. You eat the clock up, then you get down. You don't get nobody a shot to actually, do the thing. But
I like the overtime. I mean, the overtime.
Okay. All right, I'm with that. I don't want that for Jerv stress level.
Overtime,
but I will say,
we got overtime last year.
A game winner on an overtime touchdown from either team would be great.
Yeah, I would like that.
That's the real from a fan perspective. I would
like this to be the greatest Super Bowl ever because my boy is doing a halftime show.
Hey man.
Not.
That's all I'm saying. But I got
whatever is gonna make history.
3.
Whatever.
But if the Eagles won, I'm not mad either. I don't care. But I just think that me never seeing a 3-peat in my lifetime for NFL, I'm with it. But also,
It's never happened, right?
It's never. It happened. It happened pre when niggas couldn't play. All I'm gonna say is, but
Never happened. Okay.
if the Eagles win, I'm not mad either.
Me
You
neither.
know what I'm saying? I'm
Brother,
okay
you
with
know.
Jerv and Juju talking shit, but I got some other homies that's annoying, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle that. So we'll see. We'll either come back next week with you know, Juju and Jerv as champions, or Juju and Jerv explaining what happened. So
Or
find
NFC
out next
champions.
time on Bomm. Thank you guys for tuning in with us on Super Bowl Sunday. Check it out. Hoop Sense out now. Waz Speaks and every other show on Count the Dings platform. We also have a live show coming soon. So if you're a Patreon, you will be getting that information on location and new dates. Again, enjoy y'all Super Bowl. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. And till next time.
They not like
Stay
us.
back, motherfuckers.
They not like us. They not like us.